This is Chapter 3 on indicators and constants. We have seen how to declare variables and how to manipulate them. Now we are going to look at how to use price constants such as open, high, low, close, and also typical technical indicators. Constants are different than variables because they are imposed by an external factor, which in this case is the market. We don't define the open, high, low, and close prices ourselves, they are defined for us. Here we are looking at a classic Japanese candlestick chart. On a chart like this, the candlestick itself is formed by the open, high, low, and close price. The highest point of the candle shows the high price, and the lowest point the low price. The upper and lower points of the body of the candlestick show the opening and closing price of that period. If the candle closed lower than it opened, it will be a bearish candle, typically shown in red. And if it closed higher than it opened, it will typically be a bullish candle shown in green. There's an option in the platform that lets you display the open, high, low, and close values of a candlestick when your mouse is not moving. Alternatively, you can also display it using Control D or the cursor details window here. We will then be able to use these constants, open, high, low, and close, in programming indicators. For example, a moving average is typically calculated on the closing price, but using price constants, we could calculate the moving average of a high, low, open, or median price, for example. Now let's see how to use these in a program. The terms for open, high, low, and close are just open, high, low, and close. Pretty simple, right? So with these instructions, you need to specify the number of bars ago that you're trying to get the value for. So for example, if we want to look at the open of the current bar, we use open with 0 in square brackets. For the high of 1 bar ago, we would use a 1 in square brackets. Now, there are still syntax errors here because we need to define variables that these constants are going to be assigned to. So let's do that now. I'm going to define the variable myOpen equals the open of the current period, and myClose equals the close 1 period ago. I can then manipulate these variables and use them in my program. I'm going to define that result equals my open divided by my close. I can then return result on the chart. Click this to keep the window open and add indicator to chart. We can see here on the chart that the ratio of the open of the current period to the close 1 period ago is displayed in this indicator that we've created here, and that can be used to show, for example, where gaps are and things like that. What other types of constants are available? Well, let's take a look here in the function library. You can click FX here to open the function library. And right here, you see we have a category called constants. And in this category, we can see all the constants that are actually available in the platform. So there's time constants, such as current hour, current month, the date. Price constants that we were looking at, like high and low. Intraday bar index, which actually counts the number of bars in the trading day, starting from 0 for the very first bar. And median price, like we were talking about. And if you don't know what the instruction is exactly, you can just use the add button here to insert a function into your program. You can also search for a function here, like if I was looking for median, I could just type median here, click on median price, and then click add. I see the function is called median price, and that's something I can use in my program. I'm going to copy that. Let me just delete the rest of this program here. And I'm going to define a new variable. Variable 1 equals median price. I'm also going to define that I'm looking at the median price of the current period, and going to define variable 2 is equal to the close of the current period. Variable 3 equals variable 1 divided by variable 2. Then I'm going to return variable 3. Let's do another example with a time constant now. I'm going to delete everything except variable 1. I'm going to click on fx here to get my time constants and search for hour. Now we can specify in square brackets that we're talking about the current hour and return variable 1, add indicator to chart. As you can see, the variable of hour increases throughout the day. If you use 2 in square brackets, it will look for the value of the hour, which is 2 bars ago. Here we're in 1 hour view. Add indicator to chart, and you see the bars just move over. So in this video, we've seen how to use constants in our programs and also get past values of constants.